Hi, and welcome to this tutorial of instructions on how to code a game in Scratch. Let's get started. So first, start with creating your project by pressing create at the top of the page once you're in Scratch. So you can search Scratch in Google. You can also type out scratch.mit.edu and you're going to find this page there. And so now that you're in Scratch, you're going to is to code such that the sprite in Scratch, this guy here, is going to do a dance. So you'd start by pressing create. Let's see where it is here. So I already started my project, but if that weren't the case, which it's not going to be for you because you're going to be starting from scratch, no pun intended. So you'd be taken, after searching Scratch in the search engine, for example, you'd be taken to this home page. You're going to press create. So now you have a blank canvas here, and you're going to be starting your project. So I have already started my project, so this is not what you'll do. You're just gonna kind of see the step and not breeze through it, not necessarily do it yourself. But this is the step I'm going to take to get to the project, which you will actually create from scratch. So I'm going to my stuff, and then So I've already created the project. In my case, again, you're going to create it from scratch. I'm going to Untitled 5. I think it's this one here. And it loads. Okay. Great, we made it. We made it here. So now that we're in here, let's review the steps to make the project. And it's going to be starting with creating functions to make your Scratch character dance, starting with 5 blocks. First, though, let's go over the objectives and learning with the goal of making a sprite dance in Scratch. And the reason we're doing this, of course, is we want to just keep the goal in mind so that we're maximizing learning. These are the California standards, very important. Alright, so student learning outcomes. So number 1, students will be able to code a video in Scratch. Number 2, students will be able to code a video according to the assignment. Make your sprite do a dance, right? We've gone over this a few times and it's there. If you don't remember it already, that's okay, I might not either. Just kidding. Number 3, students will practice mathematical concepts according such as if-then statements, and positioning the sprite according to the XY axis. Phone is blowing up here. Just kidding. Alright. So, content standards. We've gone over the student learning outcomes. Now we're going to go over the content standards. So, first content standard, just to kind of overview. You want to acquire and apply appropriate game programming concepts and skills to develop a playable video game. So that's what we're going to do today. For the performance indicator as well there, it's going to be implement a small video game utilizing mathematics and physics, which you'll see a bit of in a sec, that features at least one moving object, such as a spaceship, for example, which rotates along an axis and moves in whichever direction it is facing after rotation. The game must include collision physics, which it's going to. Okay, so now that we've gone over those, remembering the goal, remembering those learning objectives, we're going to go over the steps, and you'll dive in here. There. So next, in Scratch, select the blocks that you want to use to make your sprite do a dance. Remember, make at least 5 blocks. So I'm going to go in here. Also want you to be sure to select the block X and Y and pick your coordinates to help your sprite do the dance. And also make sure to select a block under events to start the movement. If you don't do this, you will see it's not going to do the movement. So this was one you're going to want to get for sure, in addition to the other steps, of course. This one's going to go at the right at the top of the play. Is that math standard? But I chose the go to X. 20 is the coordinate they give there, and Y, and they gave a coordinate 0. Now feel free, as an aside here, before I go on to the next step, excuse me, to change the coordinate. So you could put in like 15, just random increment of 5. I just kind of guessed it randomly there. And that would actually change the position of your sprite there for that one. So I'll leave it at 20 for now, but feel free to tinker with that, the numbers in terms of that. Cool. And then next thing you're going to want to put in, which I mentioned, I'll go over again here, is you're going to want to start your kind of blocking in terms of laying out your blocks for the dance that your sprite's going to do by starting with like a starting block. And let's see it here. Yeah, so it's under events. And you're going to say when green flag clicked. You can really choose any event you want. I chose the green flag. It can be a good one to choose. Feel free to choose any of the events. But since I chose that one, it goes at top. It has to. Otherwise, it's not going to start it, right? It has to be at the top. There. And you'll see it here also. There. And you're gonna see in the next slide, in the next view soon, we'll get to that, that when you press the green flag, it's going to, and you can see it here also, that it's gonna make your sprite do the dance. So that's a preview. And that's again because of this block. So make sure that's there. Cool. One more block you're going to add. So this is really step 3. 3, first two being the first two blocks I mentioned. If you want to challenge yourself, which I would say go for it, if you want to challenge yourself, press C, project page, to play back the animation. But in terms of the challenge, you're going to select an if-then statement and select what you want to go in the if-then statements. This is tying into the math and physics standard, particularly the math one, actually, for that one. For example, you could say, I chose if stop, then wait 1 second and say hello. This is what I chose. So here it's, I got it from the controls. So I chose one of these. Notice it has the space there because you can put in your, like the result from the hypothesis format of the if-then statement. So I just dragged it over there. You can see it. I won't redo it here, but it'll go like that. You'll drag it and it'll just move that way. There. Like that. And you'll see when you do it. It's just gonna... Right. So, if then, you're gonna have to fill in the space, right? So there, and it's gonna be, wait 1 second, literally speaking. Wait 1 second, and also I chose the block, wait 1 second. Now I'm trying to find it here to show you. Yeah, so it was also in controls. It actually is the first one there, whatever, you'll find the control. And dragged it into that space there. Again, feel free to choose a different control. It's just going to create your full statement. All right. So once you've got at least 5 blocks, and you can do more. Don't go crazy, but you can do some more, and you're gonna do at least 5. Then you're ready to start looking at the project page to play back the animation you have created. So back here to Scratch, you're going to, right here, see project page, there. And you can title it too, I might as well give it a name. Dance. You can come up with a more formal name if you like. Even maybe using the standards could be a good challenge. Not required. This is a suggestion. Not going to grade you on the title for this one. And then you can press the green flag, since that's what I chose as the start. And it does a dance. So we successfully coded, so we're happy about that. Awesome. Great job. You can go back, you can add, you can look it over essentially, switch out a block if you decide to. This is not required if you're really finicky. It doesn't matter. So now that you have followed those 3 steps, now you are ready to start your project. Also, not forgetting the challenge if you want. Now you are ready to start your project. Have fun. Let me know if you have any questions. You can email me as always.